Welcome back to the Willville City Gym. I'm your host, Gym Leader Will, and we're excited to be back from our long hiatus fighting off Team Drought, which was quite the battle. And with me is the man, the myth, the legend, your favorite crazy uncle, Coach Knox.
Oh yeah, we're back, baby. Bring you some top tier Pokemon action. Don't forget, you're one match away from ruining your day.
Well, that's what Team Drought realized, but you wouldn't know that, Knox, because you were busy chasing gimme goals all around the region.
Hey, someone needed to pick up all those coins.
Yeah, really?
I'm basically rich.
Do you plan on evolving Gimme Goal into Golden Goal?
Heck no, that Pokemon's a diva. It looks like a little fluffy wiener bait.
Today our favorite trainee, Ted, will be, no pun intended, piloting a Dragapult EX deck, one of the more popular decks in the meta.
Boom, it's powerful, being able to hit for 200 damage while hitting the bench with 6 damage counters spread anywhere. Dropping those damage counters can also go through Pokemon like Mimikyu despite it blocking attacks. Radiant Alakazam's great in this list as well, because sometimes a 210 hit point Pokemon need that extra damage counter and you can move it all around active, taking out knockouts. What a deck!
Knox.
You can knock out Badu from the bench. That pipsqueak.
I'm quite impressed. Well, on that note, let's take you down to the action. And it looks like Ted won the flip and will choose to go first. Going first in this deck is important with being able to grab those Buddy Poffins to get a strong start. This list also plays the Duskull line, being able to drop either 5 or 13 damage counters, along with playing the catchers, which gives the opportunity to control the prize trade and gust up some Pokemon with the items, while still using some draw support.
Oof, starting a Duskull with a Rotom is not great. I'm pretty sure Ted has no chance winning this match. And there is that stinking Badu!
Since Ted's going to be item locked for a while, having the Nest Ball in hand to get the Dreepy's big. It'll be interesting to see if he can find the energy needed, considering he won't be able to use Earthen Vessel. Looks like Ted got the Dreepy, and then we'll be instant charging to end the turn.
His opponent is setting up. Let's see how large this bench will get. I bet he will fill this whole thing up.
And it looks like they have a Nest Ball of their own. I'm sure some basics in the hand as well. So I would imagine they're going to be going for a Terapagos, and then maybe from there get the Area 0 under depths, get a full on board set up, maybe that trolley as well too. Man, this is gonna be tough.
Yeah, they're pulling a stack attack right now. Wow, I cannot believe the mastery of this individual. And then Squawkabilly will allow him to draw even more. Man, they just keep coming. And that darn Lumineon, what a wimpy fish. I hate it. Wow, Professor's research for Master Draw. The Badu in the active and a Sneasel on the bench. Incredible. Plus Brew Bonnet with the Ancient Booster Capsule. That's basically a knockout.
Knox, don't get too ahead of yourself. I mean, it's looking pretty good with the Latias on the bench. I mean, I'm sure they're going to get full on set up. But getting that the Ancient Booster Capsule, that's going to be tough for him. We'll see, though.
Oh, you better believe that he's getting the Ancient Booster Capsule, because, frankly, I bet Ted the other day $20 that he was going to lose this match. I have no faith in that clown. That guy stinks. And he thinks he can tell me what to do?
Hey, cut him a break. He's just new. He doesn't stink.
Are you kidding me? Have you smelled that guy? He's the stinky guy.
That attack would put 8 damage counters on with poison, which would give him the knockout, but fortunately for Ted, it saved a turn here. Ah, nice. Ted top decked a Dusclops there. Lucky. And it looks like he's going to go with the Iono. It will be important to keep evolving up here.
No shot. Just another instant charge, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure without evolving this turn, plus the Badu controlling the board, Ted is done. I can't wait to see him in class later. He will be doing up-downs all day.
Hey, Knox, we don't teach any physical fitness classes at our gym. It's more or less for Pokemon battles and good vibes. We have a gym next door that they can actually pump some iron and do those calisthenics you're talking about.
What do you mean? We teach those classes, at least after hours, at least when you're not here. What do you want to make them all soft? Are you kidding me?
Save your whistle, Knox. It's the opponent's turn. Placing both the Ancient Booster Capsule and also the Forest Seal Stone, being able to grab whatever card it needs.
Can you believe such a weak fish like Lumineon is having such a big impact? I'm disgusted.
There goes Badu taking a knockout. Badu is such a broken card. After this match, I'm calling TPCI and filing a complaint about how unfair this card really is. Fight like a man, little guy.
Wow, with that board state, it's going to be tough. We're going to be going down to Ted to get his thoughts.
Ted,
how you
picking
feeling?
up Rotom since I want to have 2 Dragapults set up at this point. Also getting some Dracolos going will be big here. Having a Snowstone at least helps. Also have an Arvin. I'm going to be able to get back Sparkling Crystal attack at some point. It's interesting though, they keep attacking Badu.
You know, we'll see. Getting that Alakazam down will be nice. I can see that being beneficial at some point in this game, moving that damage counter around.
Dude, you're so gonna lose. Now you're gonna owe me 20 Willville bucks. Knox, we never agreed to that.
Yes, we did. Dear Arceus. Okay, well, thank you, Ted.
So he's going to be evolving up the Dreepy to the Dragapult. We'll see what else he's going to be grabbing out of here. Top decking 2 item cards, so neither one's going to help there. It's going to be tricky, but I have faith in him. So with the Arvin, we're going to see, ooh, yeah, the Sparkling Crystal, that'll be important. At that point, doesn't need to find an additional energy once he's able to promote the Dragapult. And to have the Earthen Vessel in hand will be nice if we don't see another Badu come down to attack this next turn. So from here, it looks like instant charge. Come on, bring up the Terapagos. Smack that Rotom down for 2 prizes. Are you rooting for the other gym member? Yeah, I just hate Rotom. There's one that lives right near my house. It's always buzzing around, and sometimes it sneaks into my house, hovers over my bed while I'm sleeping. What a creep. Wow. Anyways, the opponent grabs the switch card, which is important for them since a Badu would be getting knocked out itself with that poison. I wonder what they're going to do with this deck post-rotation when they can't use switch card. Post-rotation? Nah, I say keep the cards you want to play with. Who cares? Badu is hitting for an Itchy Pollen and is item locking this turn. Back to Ted, where he's evolving up Dragcloth to Dragapult. Will we see an attack from Ted this turn? Oh, he's got the Marnie, my favorite gym leader from Paldea. Her live streams are my favorite. I think you mean Iono. Will, you don't even know what you're talking about. You can't even pronounce Dracloak. It's a simple name. You've been mispronouncing it all telecast. You're gonna mispronounce it later too, so get your head through your skull. Oh, and we see an energy and a Dracloth. Rotom can retreat and Dragapult can attack this turn. Moving the damage off the Badu to the Latias is smart. It gives the Dragapult a chance to one-shot it now or in the future. That is big. Smack that Badu right where it hurts. Alright, and then with Dracloak's ability, being able to get the rescue board will be very nice. Could see that coming in handy in future turns. And we should see the first attack of the game by Ted. And the knockout. Wow, I really can't believe Ted, out of all that item locking, he finally was able to get an attack off. I'm not sure if he'll actually be able to pull off this win though. Pretty tough, but good job, Ted. Props on that one. And it looks like the 6 damage counters will be placed on both Terapagoses, which at this point allows all 2 prized Pokemon on the field to be knocked out with a single Dragapult Phantom Dive attack. Boom! Tied up 1 prize, taken a piece. Yeah, this is getting exciting, and with Terapagos in the active, they still have a pretty good attacker here. Haha, Will, it looks like that whole 2 prize thing being one-shotted, all lies. We're even paying attention. Literally, they just put a Rangaroo in play, and they just healed up Terapagos, so that literally was the truth like 10 seconds ago. The opponent putting that Terapagos in the active and then using the rescue card to remove the damage is big. Plus, a Rangaroo will get them 2 tool cards. Though Terapagos cannot one-shot a Dragapult EX with its attack, the Poison On, leaving Dragapult in the active, will provide a knockout on a return if they leave that Dragapult in the active being poisoned. Wow, what a predicament. Not looking good for Ted. I actually feel bad for him. He's been down and behind the entire game, and then you'll be down another 20 Willville bucks. Right. So, Unified beatdown for 290, and back to Ted. Let's see what he does. Dragapult left in the active after this turn would be getting knocked out from the poison damage. It's going to be pretty important for him to switch out and then switch back in, already being powered up.
Nice, Arvin for a switch. Make him eat his own medicine. Two can play at that game.
Finally being out of item lock, with that ability here, can grab even that rod to put back some energy or Pokemon. It's got to feel pretty good. Having the
Rescue board
on the Dracloak is big to preserve that energy, as it would take a Crispin at this point to charge it up in one turn. And with that Alakazam ability of Painful Spoons and the poison damage, they'll create a knockout situation on the Terapagos. Alright, and here we go. We got this switch, getting rid of that poison on, so you'll be able to preserve that Dragapult for this turn, not having to put a new Pokemon in the active to get knocked out. So, great way to save 2 prizes on this return here. The Painful Spoons will be moving damage from the Terapagos to the other Terapagos, which, wow, that was very smart. This will allow the Terapagos to get knocked out this turn from the poison damage that is still currently on. So, great play by Ted there. We'll see where else the damage is going to get spread to on the board.
Ted must be some kind of whiz kid or he's cheating. Did you put an earpiece in his ear? Because, frankly, I've never saw Ted make some type of play like that. That's some type of PSYOP, secret agent type level move, and he doesn't have it in him. I've trained him many, many times, and he continuously makes mistakes, misplays, doesn't do the right things.
Well, that would probably make sense if you're training him, because I've saw you misplay so many times, and that's why you're also out 20 bucks every single time you play. I would advise you to stop betting on the game, though, but hey,
I win all the time!
Like when?
I don't have time right now. There's so many times. Wow, that was a big brain play. I never thought Ted was capable of something like that.
Don't underestimate Ted. He won the Little Cup last week. Well, back to the opponent's turn. We grab Ultra Ball, and I'm assuming they're going to be going for a Badoo for a potential item lock. Risk on that obviously is 30 hit points. That's pretty easy to obviously knock out by dropping damage counters. And with the Alakazam and the Painful Spoons being able to move damage over on top of that, can add additional risk to putting a Badoo on the field. But at the same time, item lock right now is so powerful, and considering that Ted still needs to get another Dragapult in play, it's going to be hard to find it, especially with that hand too, because the only way to get it at this moment is with the top deck off the Dracloak, and he does have that Dreepy to evolve up next turn too, so he'll be able to look at 4 cards. However, still a tough spot for Ted. Oh, buddy, looks like he's retreating the Badoo to the...
Wow, what a low punny move. By moving the Sneasler to the active, why not just item lock with Badoo?
Well, Knox, maybe they're hoping Ted doesn't get another Dragapult, since Dracloak can knock out a Badoo, but not a Radiant Sneasler. Ted's turn, so we have 2 Dracloaks in play. We'll see. He still needs a Fire Energy and a Dragapult EX, which is still asking for something with that type of hand. Okay, so from here, he's going with that extra energy just to potentially use it for either a retreat or maybe to power up an additional Dragapult. Nice to have energy at this point in the game, though. It's cool, too, he has the Luminion. At some point could Gust if needed. The Ultra Ball definitely could get the Dragapult. You'll at least be able to grab 1 with the Rescue Stretcher.
That means he's relying on the Dracloak to find the Dragapult, which actually might be a good idea considering he still has 2 in deck.
And off the Dracloak ability, we see the Fire Energy. Boom! That is big.
Whoa, that just means he can get the Dragapult with the Night Stretcher. That is crazy. What a big brain move by Ted. There's my boy Dragapult EX. No! This match is over.
Looks like it. So, with the Dragapult in the active, we do know that he's going to be taking a knockout here on the Sneasler. the Radiant Alakazam with the Playful Spoons. The nice thing is that plenty of these Pokemon that they would be attacking with next turn that are 2 prizers do have damage on. So the one shot is still there. We'll see if this Terapagos deck plays the Blood Moon Ursaluna. So that would be a great late game attacker, which the Dragapult cannot knock out. And to have the free retreat with the Latias. We'll see if they have a switch as well too. But there is, 2 prizes, knocking out the Badoo and the Sneasler. So 1 prize remaining here for Ted and 3 for our opponent. Our opponent needs to do something big here. Limit his hand, do something, because if I lose this, I do owe Ted $20. I'm not going to pay him though, I promise you. He's going to forget, even though I reminded him multiple times during this match, because he said that I did not do it, and I didn't, okay? But if I did, if he loses, then yes, I did it. Because I got to pay off some people. I promised some people that I was going to make them some sandwiches. We were going to go on a picnic. And I just took the money and ran. Knox, I really don't understand how you're getting in all these predicaments, making all these bad decisions here. But, at least we'll give you a job. So hopefully you're saving up a little bit. So anyways, back to our opponent. With the Hisuian Ball. That was pretty important with it being in the prizes. They're going to grab that Blood Moon Ursaluna, be able to bench it and retreat the Oranguru at some point to be able to attack. He's really got to limit his hand now. The good news is they got the Forest Seal Stone on that Luminion. They're going to get the Iono. They're about to knock that hand down. Ted has no shot. Blood Moon Ursaluna is going to come up, hit him for 240 damage, maybe more, put on some poison damage. This game is over. Ted is going to owe me $20. I should have... There we go, Roxanne. Boom. You're done, Ted. You're done. You stink. You owe me 20... Oh, no. What's wrong? What's wrong, Knox? You see that boss in hand? You feeling not that great? $20 out? Well, the good news is, too, actually, Ted owes me a lunch from the other week, so maybe he'll take me to McSkippies to get that new Poke Pack. But with the Blood Moon Ursaluna coming up, it's going to be hitting for 240 damage and then adding poison. However, again, we know how this story ends. It's going to be a Dragapult taking a knockout on a 2-prizer with the boss coming up for the Latias.
Ursaluna, the active, that's going to be another Pokemon that can be one-shot. That's a big play. And that Roxanne coming up, limiting Ted's hand to 2. But lucky for him, he found a... Boom! 200 damage! Ted's turn, and he wins the match. Yeah, exciting. Great. Now I'm out 20 Wilbur bucks.
Man, don't be selfish for your bad choices. Anyways, let's go down to Ted for a post-game. Ted, how does it feel pulling off the victory today?
It was great. It was hard fought. Now he was going to be item locked for a good amount of the game. Made it challenging. However, the draw engine's pretty decent. Spreading damage where it needs to go is huge. I know I got lucky with that boss at the end. However, 8 cards left in the deck. Something good had to happen, right? How does it feel to get really lucky, Ted? Like, do you ever win?
And Knox, how does it feel to owe me $20? Also, tell your mom I said hi.
You son of a frou-frou.
Well, that's it. We thank you for your tuning in today with the match. Hope to see you next week here at the Wolville City Gym. I'm Jim Lee.
And I'm Coach Knox.
Talk to you next time.